Oh my god.
Hi, I'm Jody Dahmer and welcome to Beargrass Thunder.
None of them want to be in the shot. Nobody.
Hold on. Hi, I'm Jody Dahmer and welcome to Beargrass Thunder. We got a wonderful tour of Brown Park for you. It is an amazing historical treasure that was donated to the city of St. Matthews in 1977. Come join us.
Oh my god. Oh, hit the T-pose again. Oh my god.
No.
Look at how big this hackberry tree is. That's a big one.
Can you get on top of this one?
I've seen somebody get up there.
People up there. But, so these columns, they actually are an art project. They're meant to be an artistic interpretation of geological events in the valley of Beargrass Creek. So some of these lines indicate 50-year floods, 100-year flood markers. The diagonal slats actually indicate geological events, so different layers of limestone over the course of millennia in Kentucky's history. And you know, I always thought they were really cool when I was a kid walking through the trails here. I mean, when you're only 3 feet high, these look just magnificently tall. I always wanted to climb one. So this is kind of interesting because this is very different from the Arthur K. Drought Park in our last video, because this is Beargrass Creek, right? This is a literal stream, right? So one thing that I think is pretty interesting is the difference in the parks, just within maybe half a mile of each other. Brown Park, this is the literal creek, right? And they bring in a lawnmower to actually cut the grass maybe, what, 3 feet from the literal creek? So when it rains here, how does this actually drain? How, you know, do you prevent runoff from cutting the bank? And the short answer is you don't. Look at how, you know, these banks actually look. And you know, it's something that we really need to address as, you know, a city, but also on the neighborhood level, because what some people think looks good in their front yard, they try to bring into a park setting, and they try to bring into a literal forest, and the creek can't survive like that. Is it? Yeah.
You called it the literal river twice. It was making me laugh.
Yeah.
The fake river.
Instead of the fake river. Did you just throw a walnut
Well,
at me?
I almost got it into your hook.
You know, I can't toss it at you because that's gonna stain your jacket.
Well, yeah, please don't.
What kind of double standard? Yeah, and then you got mistletoe over here. Oh look, here's another honey locust.
Oh yeah.
That was thorn boy.
Yeah.
Ah! Why did I do that? Is it a crown yet? Ow! Oh God! I was trying to be Jesus.
Well, you got it real.
It went in there. Went in. Subcutaneously.
Subcutaneously?
That means under the skin.
Thanks, Mariah.
You're welcome. Dr. Corso here.
Oh, hey, look at that sycamore.
Well, I was wondering if there were going to be any sycamores down here with all the water.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tree there.
We need another camera to capture all the stupid shit you do.
Richard just literally ran into a tree.
Oh, I biffed it.
I think the cemetery.
Yeah, this is a cemetery.
All right, so where we're going now, it's kind of a hidden gem in Browns Park, and it's something that really has, you know, it had gotten in and out of favor, and by that I mean vandalism. So this is actually one of the oldest cemeteries in Louisville, and this is the original family cemetery of the James Graham Brown family, part of what is currently Brown-Forman. And so he was one of the first people to settle in Louisville and make a name for himself, and we actually are about to go literally right past one of the most ancient cemeteries in St. Matthews and the city.
What's this wall?
Bam.
Oh, is it to keep the dead in?
Yes.
Is that moist? It doesn't seem very full. You know what I mean?
I swear there used to be a lot more like tombstones.
Maybe that's why it's locked. Maybe people were vandalizing that.
Well, I mean, you can see how many are knocked over even now.
Because I have a hard time believing that this wasn't full at some point. And tombstones they were so important.
I mean, what's really interesting about Kentucky is that there really are just hidden cemeteries from settler families literally everywhere in the state, and you can go hiking in the woods and just stumble upon a graveyard. You know, seeing something like this, it's really important to preserve what was once there, right? Because I mean, this literally was people's lives way back, you know, almost 300 years ago, and it's really interesting. Oh, that's the right-of-way for the highway. And
What does that mean?
So that means that the government from the highway to here technically has right of access to develop or whatever they want to do.
Okay.
And they probably put the highway right on the other side of the cemetery on purpose.
Right.
So they probably moved the highway maybe like 5 or 6 feet just to make sure that the cemetery wasn't going to be demolished.
Selfie.
Yeah.
Here, Richard. Yeah, I'll be the camera person for a while.
Oh yeah, because it's not even raining anymore.
I can see why you would run into trees now, Richard.
Right? Your tunnel vision on the camera shot. Forget you're inhabiting a human body.
On the internet that you could rub a walnut onto your like walnut furniture and it'd fix the ding in it. Is that true?
What? That doesn't seem like...
It doesn't seem like something that's true, I'm just saying.
No, that does not seem like that is within the realm of reality.
I don't think it's real either, but I mean, go home and rub a walnut on your table, try it out.
Like if my wooden chair was damaged, could I just rub like a wooden block on it?
I don't
Well,
know.
no, a wooden block is not a walnut,
Yeah,
Richard.
well, so no, both of them are walnuts, first off. And then two, I mean, with the videos on the internet nowadays, apparently you can fill holes with anything.
Oh yeah, the ramen noodles.
Thank you, yeah.
Yeah, what's going on with that ramen noodle thing?
High strength resin.
Yeah, they put the ramen noodles and then they put this giant amount of like high strength polyurethane filler.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, the ramen really did the trick.
I think that's the joke. Like my memes thoroughly explained.
So, do you see these mounds?
Yeah, what are these mounds?
Are they dead people?
It's a fair assumption.
That they could be people.
They could be mound builder stuff, you know, like we really don't know.
That's what I always thought when I was little.
I think it's interesting, you know, I don't see many hills like that.
No, it's very hilly.
Oh, this is a pawpaw.
Papa! Good papa seed!
Oh, look at that sycamore.
I like sycamore.
Why do you like them?
Because they're white. Oh, why I like them though. You like them because they're starch white though. They're really pretty. No other trees like that, you know?
What's really interesting about a sycamore is the reason for their white bark is that they're actually able to do a tiny bit of photosynthesis in the bark. So even during winter, you know, the more sunlight they get, the more bark will fall off and leave that white exterior.
Ghost trees.
Ghost trees, yeah, exactly. I think I've liked shooting this video more than like almost any other.
Yeah, it's fun when we have all four of us here.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've had a great time.
Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Brown Park in St. Matthews.
Like, subscribe, and ring the bell.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.